Hello, I'm Joel Leonard. We're here for another edition of Skill TV. We're here, really this has been an unbelievable technology symposium that we've had here at Fayetteville Technical Community College. And we've got to see some really fascinating technologies and visualization tools that they're developing and rolling out into the curriculum here at this school. But we also invited in some experts and resources that are really pushing and pioneering some of the applications and business systems out there in the real world. And we kind of wanted them to come in to kind of see what they think about some of this, some of the applications they might be able to incorporate in the future in their businesses, but also kind of let them share what they do with the school here and the other resources so that we can get a collective capacity to really learn from each other's wisdom. So I've invited Alan Morris. I've known Alan since the first grade, believe it or not. Alan, thank you so much for coming out. I never thought we'd be, when we were growing up, I never thought we'd be sitting in front of a camera and having something to say. But it's a delight and an honor to have you here.
Thank
you. This is just fascinating to see some of this technology. What do you think about all this?
I'll tell you what I saw today, Joel. I saw the ability for a person, i.e. a worker, to be able to interact with three-dimensional data in an environment where the data is presented in front of you via screen projections, and how the user can actually interact with that image to perform work operations.
So literally equipment could be, or information could be in India, anywhere in the world, be able to interact with that environment.
It's a virtual environment.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's amazing. You see all this stuff in Hollywood, but you never would have thought it would be in real life applications.
All to see assembled parts that are put together, taken apart in real time, and the user be able to interact with those parts. There are so many options now available to companies to be able to deploy that type of technology.
And what's fascinating is you really have created a role and been active in engineering technologies and the inventory management side of things. I mean, I think from a cost control perspective, companies can be able to look at some of the parts, some of the components, and be able to look at 3D images and be able to troubleshoot and identify problems and issues and actually see what their inventory levels are at different parts of the world.
Sure, I'll give you an example, Joel. We have an inventory management system that we have brought to market that auto tracking from the receiving to shipping processes, cycle counting to inventory movement, kitting, wave picking. And what makes us different is we've actually embedded imaging capabilities, the ability to take a picture of a part during each of those processes. Imagine this, you're at a receiving dock and you're receiving parts in to be moved to inventory, and you notice damage to a part. We enable our clients to take a picture of that part and automatically move it to QA for an inspection process. So they have a picture associated with the part, with the order in the database that is available for the users to see and have that data for an unlimited period of time.
And then also, if they're receiving that from a manufacturer or supplier, they can be able to go to them and say, hey, we need this under warranty, we need to get that.
Some of our clients actually will take the information that's in the database with the order number, the part number, and the picture. It's emailed to their supplier for further action.
That's wonderful. Well, and again, with this 3D information, there's probably even more applications that could be.
Well, you get into a what-if situation. What if you had a virtualization of your warehouse and you need to find your inventory? Prospectively in the future, maybe you could walk into a virtual warehouse to find a particular part that isn't showing up in your database for some reason. What if?
Yeah. And you could literally be able to make some of those decision points from your bedroom.
Absolutely. What if you have a very large warehouse? Say it's several million square feet. You may know where a particular location is, but wouldn't it be quicker to see it virtually on a screen to know that you're going to direct a person to go to the proper location, thus increase efficiency, thus take less time to perform the operation?
I knew bringing you here today.
What if on a portable computer in the warehouse you could realize that same virtualization? Our job is to create software that embeds technologies to increase the operational efficiency for our customers. That is our job.
And with some of the other pioneering and some of the other technology improvements, and you incorporate that in, you'll be even more effective, and the customers can be more efficient. I just love this.
I have another example for you.
Uh-oh.
We have a prospect that we're working with today, and their pressure point is that paper documents arrive with their shipments at the receiving door. They need to take a picture of the document, save that as a picture in the database that we provide, and that picture is now associated with that order. So there's certificates that come with their products. Certicity could be a heat treatment certificate, could be a quality control certificate. Instead of hard copies being copied and sent to various people in the organization, they do a quick scan on our system, and those certificates are now available online digitally. So if you look at order number 10 that arrived yesterday, you have copies of those certificates electronically. You don't need to find a file folder.
That's fascinating. I can imagine that being used at customs and ports of entry and all kinds of things.
Sure it could, sure it could. And today with requirements that are being put in place for compliance regulations, quality assurance statements, at the end of the day, the better the product is we're receiving, the better the product is going out the door. And we try to enable our clients to be as efficient as possible in documenting those processes.
Well, that's great, Alan. I tell you, I never thought we'd be what we're doing now, and I just wish you the best and all the best.
I appreciate it, Joel.
Thank
I really
you.
do.